College football's nastiest rivalries. Well, there's only two of them that are actually played on a neutral site. It's Florida and Georgia, and the one that we're about to talk about is played in the second weekend in October every year, or at least this year it is. It's going to be played on October 2nd, 2013, and that's between the University of Oklahoma and the University of Texas. Bet you couldn't have guessed that, right, with the Beat Texas hat? Well, I'm really looking forward to the version this year. I'm actually going to Dallas this year. I've been there when we played them in baseball. I got this little pennant here when we played them in softball. Women's basketball, I'm sorry. I've seen us play in softball. I've seen us play baseball with these guys. I've seen us play regular basketball in that I'm a season ticket holder. But there is nothing like the one that's here that we're talking about right now, football. It's the only one played on a neutral site. It's played the Cotton Bowl. It's played every year. As I said, this year it will be played on October the 12th, 2013. Oklahoma will be the visiting team this year in that they were the home team last year. So Texas will be the home team. They'll have the home jerseys. Oklahoma will get the coin toss choice, the flip. The record for Texas last year, 9-4. 5-4 in league play, finishing with them tied for third in the conference. They had a nice bowl win over Oregon State last year in the Alamo Bowl. 31-27 victory in San Antonio for Texas. The players that will be missed on this team. Defensively, let's start there. Vinny Vaccaro. Vaccaro finished with 92 tackles last year, 2 picks, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries last season for the Shorthorns. Offensively, I think that you'll know who this is going to be, but even if you don't, just know the chant, USA, USA, USA. Yep, that's right. Marquise Goodwin, the USA sprinter. He's also a Texas receiver. He did everything. Pitch, catch, receptions, everything. The two main things that he did were rushes and catches. As far as rushes are concerned, he held 12 of them for 151 yards last year, 48 along. That came against Ole Miss last year on the road in SEC country. Receiving-wise, he had 26 catches, 340 yards, 55 was his longest, again, against Ole Miss. And doing all that, he's going to get touchdowns, of course. The most he had last year was 6. 6 total touchdowns. It happened last year in their loss to West Virginia. Last year, the scoring offense for Texas, they scored 35.7 points per ball game in the games they played. Of course, overall standings, Texas holds the overall record, 43, 59, and 5. But we as in Oklahoma do own the Big 12 conference standing record at 10-7 in the last 17 years of this league. Players returning this year, David Ash is the quarterback. He had almost 2,700 yards last year passing, 19 touchdowns. His long was at Texas Tech when he hit a bomb for 75 yards. Running backs, there's a double deuce of them. Joe Bergeron is a pretty good-looking running back. He had 127 carries with 567 total rushing yards, 16 rushing touchdowns. 54 was his longest, and that one came in their non-conference game against Wyoming. The other side is the Texas Longhorn Jonathan Gray. The Longhorn Jonathan Gray had 149 rushes last year for 701 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a long of 49 yards in that loss to West Virginia. Wide receivers in there had to play well for Texas. Mike Davis is at one end. 57 catches for this guy. 939 yards receiving. 7 touchdowns. His long was that 75-yard bomb against Texas Tech. He caught that pass. On the other side of Davis, in the 2-player wide receiver set when they play that way, the other receiver will be Jackson Shipley. Yeah, that guy. Jackson Shipley is Jordan Shipley's little brother. Jackson Shipley had 59 catches last year for 737 yards, 6 touchdowns, 44 was his long, and it came up the road in Stillwater against Texas. Now, quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. So I'm going to tell you something about this offense right quick. And it doesn't surprise me, but from what we're getting on the internet, what we're hearing from the Longhorn Network, and all the radio, everything, is that this team will soon go to, this season, coming up, we'll head to the no-huddle offense. They've played a little bit of a pro-style offense in the past, which is basically what Josh Heupel and those guys are in early in the career at Oklahoma. They're going to run what Oklahoma runs now later in the Sam Bradford, Landry Jones era, and it's no huddle. They want to get more plays off, probably, so that's probably what they're thinking, is they want 50, 60, 70 snaps, since everybody else in the Big 12 is getting 50, 60, 70 snaps. So look for Texas to go to the no huddle. But if they're going to go to the no huddle, they've got to get some stops and steal on defense, right? Well, that's going to be up to 2 individuals in particular. One of them, Steve Edmond. Edmond, last year for the Longhorns, had 82 tackles, an interception, 2 forced fumbles, and 0 fumbles recovered. Also, Adrian Phillips. Phillips had 65 total tackles, 2 picks, 0 forced fumbles, and 0 fumbles recovered last year for the Texas defense. This is going to be a tough one for Oklahoma to play. It's going to be in Dallas. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm giddy about this one, and we're still a couple months away. But it's a tight game. It's going to be a tight game. The players could be tight during this ball game. It's going to be the 3rd game versus a top 15, top 20 team, you would think. Notre Dame, TCU, and Texas. This one going to be a little bit of a road game, home game kind of feel. It's kind of confusing there to whether it's home or away. It's kind of a split personality there. One thing I'm really looking forward to, besides the game, is getting me a corny doggo line back there. I'm going to be there. Hope you all guys are too. If you're not, I'll keep you updated on the score. Just follow me on Twitter at SoonerFanOK. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody.